if you're going to sell a concept, two things. I want to bring up Joe Rogan. I want to bring up President Biden.
Okay.
When your president tells you, if you take this shot, you will not, quote, you will not get COVID, which every single news channel ran with great authority.
Well, that's not what I heard.
Now,
so I heard that if you take this shot, you will not get the, it could possibly make it a little less damaging.
I'll send you the videos.
It was understood. It was understood that if you took the shot, you were fine. I don't think people realized or knew, or it didn't come off as though it was going to be like a flu shot where you'd need a booster every few months or every year. Like, I don't think that was understood when it first came out.
When it first came out. Okay. And that's what he was told.
I think that people thought it was going to be like the polio vaccine.
Right.
Or like the MMR. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was the understanding.
But here's where the major issue for me, again, raises. And this has nothing to do with, and I hate that he's the one that mentioned it. When Trump brought up hydrochloroquine and ivermectin, everyone played him as a fool. When Joe Rogan put out in the world that he took ivermectin and whatever else he took,
and he did well.
And he did well. Here's when I caught the boogeyman and when the world caught the boogeyman. If we're in a village together or just living in your house, Howie,
right,
and your neighbor says, "Hey, you're all going to die unless, everyone's dying, but we have to wait to get this shot." And then all of a sudden your daughter goes, "Hey, Dad, I didn't take the shot, but I had some peanut butter and I went roller skating. I don't know why I went, and I juggled and it went away." Don't you think for 1 second the entire medical community, the news community, political community would stop and go, huh, if that can save lives, but what did they all do?
No. I'm agreeing.
Demonized it.
No, I'm agreeing with you, but here's where I'm disagreeing.
What intention is that?
Before COVID, we as a nation, and maybe even as a world, I can't speak for outside of the United States, we as a nation have demonized any different thinking than whatever is put out there. As soon as somebody says something to the contrary, not only do we disagree with it, we attach a conspiracy to it, we attach hate and vitriol to it, and that's where the problem is. Now here, I think within we used to, at some point, kind of listen to the experts. And the experts, and as far as science goes, science is not a finite thing. Science is always learning. Science is always changing. Medicine is always growing. I believe that there was a school of thought that was put out there. I'm not a science major. I know nothing about it. It turns out that that school of thought was not totally right. I think any side would agree. It wasn't totally right. You probably could get by without being locked down. You may have been able to get by. I don't know the exact numbers on vaccines, but vaccine may have helped us. I don't know. All I'm saying to you is if somebody came out, and I agree with you, if somebody said, hey, I took this and it bothered and it cured me, there's no reason to have that kind of vitriol. And as much as you're talking about that, we are a louder nation now because of social media. As much as Joe Rogan took a big hit for that, he didn't really take a big hit. He's still getting $100 million from Spotify. He's still on the air. So I don't really feel bad for the hit that he had, and maybe he was right about what helped him. So I will give you that. But what I'm saying is, to make it seem like this, demonic, in the same way that people of Hollywood were put into that, what do they call us? Where they did the pizza, what's the pizza thing? What do they think we are?
Pizzagate
with the pedophiles and the So it's kind of
Jews in Hollywood. The same way they look at Jews, we're vilified.
Well, yeah, we are also. But the same way as we need to string an opposing opinion to something much more powerful and sinister than it actually is.
I just don't know if I buy that.
I think people still believe in Pizzagate.
Go ahead, sorry.
I think people still believe in Pizzagate. I don't think that was I think that's still going on.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
The Isaac Cappy videos are interesting. I don't know if you've seen those videos, but Isaac Cappy put out some heavy names in his videos, and he made a string of videos of talking about who's who, and he put some serious names out there, and then of course he died. But so I don't know why people write that off immediately just because you saw it on the news. We're like, yeah, it's not. See here, there are certain images that are quite disturbing that come out of there. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I don't know anything about them.